From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
While the investigations might not center upon the Colonial in and of itself, it's those that associate with that particular building.
The future of the Colonial now in court. What both the city of Billings and those behind the property agree on moving forward.
That parking lot is pretty much stuffed to the gills.
Peeking 20 years down the tarmac, how you can help plan what's ahead for the Billings Airport with growth on the horizon.
Getting this is going to alleviate a lot of stress from both of our lives.
And returning the favor, what a community did to put a new roof over the head of a veteran and his family. Those stories and much more coming up in the next hour. Good morning and welcome back to Montana This Morning on this Wednesday, September 10th. I'm Hailey Monaco here with Miller Robson.
Well, good morning, Hailey. Welcome to the hump, everybody.
Yes.
Another day is going to be warmer than average. Pretty dry out there for the most part. We may see some showers later this evening here in Billings. And the smoke is starting to alleviate, so that's good news. Great shot down King Avenue right now to partly cloudy skies. Yesterday, our high of 86, so about 8 degrees above the norm. Our low of 54, just a few degrees above average. Top gust yesterday of 24 miles an hour. Been a dry start to the month, but let's keep an eye on Friday, Saturday into early Sunday morning. We may actually get back on the plus side in that column, depending on the development at low and just how much moisture is associated with it that tries to push its way into the area. But we're still ahead for the year. You can see we do have a little bit of rain around the area, especially to our north and to our east. Even a little bit of rain maybe trying to push near Cody and Red Lodge this morning. Here in Billings, we're sitting at 62 degrees, humidity at 53%, dew point temperatures at 45 degrees, winds out of the southwest at about 8 miles an hour. Temperatures across the area mainly in the 50s and 60s this morning. We're going to go with a lot of cloud cover today, a little bit of haze, but that's pushing off to our north. High getting up to about 87 today, but some areas like our eastern plains getting into the 90s. So we're going to tell you more about possible some severe weather tomorrow across the east and maybe how much rain we could get this weekend. We'll tell you about that coming up.
Much needed moisture.
Yes, it is.
All right. Thanks, Miller.
Okay.
And we begin with the future of the Colonial Apartments in Billings. It's a story we've tracked closely for years. This week, that future is now in the hands of a judge. The city is pursuing a preliminary injunction to close the building and begin evictions. This latest twist coming after the death of the property's owner, John Scoggie. Our David J. was in the courtroom as the Billings Police Department even made their case, saying gang activity is now becoming a problem at the location.
Over the last several months, my unit's become familiar with the 300 Block Crip gang here in Billings that has taken up, for all intents and purposes, a stronghold at the Colonial. It's just known that there is a lot of gang members, both validated and what we would call hang-arounds, people that aren't necessarily validated gang members but are closely associated with the gang.
Detective Sergeant Benjamin Beck testified about pictures taken of the inside of the Colonial.
3-point crown. That is going to be a calling card of 300 block. So the 3 points mean 3.
The city and the trustees of John Scoggie's trust both want to see the tenants evicted and the building condemned. The trustees want to make sure it's all done properly.
We agree with the city that it's not a safe place. Our only concern is, who needs to act on behalf of the trust and how can we protect the tenants' due process rights. And I think those are things that we can work through.
Attorney Michelle Ostry represents Marty Livingston, the late John Scoggie's daughter. Livingston, who's a trustee, testified by video. Chelsea Kemp has power of attorney for her mother, who is also a trustee but was injured by Scoggie. Is that something you think your mom wants to?
100%, yeah. She's always been very involved in the community. Many people know and love her, and she would want what's best, what's safest.
The city's code enforcement attempted to make the property safer.
The foundation issues on the southeast corner, we had peeling paint. On the north side of the building, there's an exposed electrical box on the outside.
The attorney for the city declined an interview, but during her closing did point to agreement between the city and co-trustee Livingston.
Miss Livingston, who stands in the shoes of her father's estate and trust, she wants everyone out of the building.
We need to act quickly in order to ensure the safety of our community. So I really pray that that's the truth.
I will have you a decision well in advance to let you know what will occur on that 30-day mark.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.
David, thank you. New On Montana this morning, the Yellowstone County Sheriff's Office is warning of a new disturbing scam this morning. Deputies say they were advised that this scam through the United States Postal Service will be coming to our community soon. In a Facebook post, the sheriff says the scam is in the form of a letter and tells recipients that their Wi-Fi has been hacked. As a result, deputies say graphic images of child pornography will be on the recipients' devices. The scammers then request money in exchange to remove those images. Deputies also warn those letters will have graphic images contained within. The sheriff says anyone who gets these letters should call their department immediately. In continuing coverage this morning, a shakeup could be coming to Billings City leadership sooner rather than later. 5 city council seats are on the ballot, and Mayor Bill Cole's term is nearing an end. Now, City Administrator Chris Kukulski is interviewing for a new position in Michigan. Our Charlie Kleps breaks down what all these changes could mean for the Magic City.
Out with the old.
The downside of that is you lose some collective memory.
And in with the new.
You can get new people, new ideas, and fresh energies.
That could be the theme for the next few months at City Hall, with leadership changes on the way.
We'll see what happens with this.
Those changes will take effect at this building in just a couple of months, as Mayor Bill Cole will be reaching his term limits and will be finished in just over 2 months. And 5 of the 10 city council seats will also be on the ballot in November.
Yeah, there's no doubt that there's going to be some different people in the seats.
Shifts in leadership, with another potentially on the way as well.
I'm interested in being a part of that success.
That's current Billings City Administrator Chris Kukulski interviewing for a county administrative position in Ottawa County, Michigan.
I'm a firm believer that we're in control of our own destiny.
That interview took place Monday, as Kukulski, who grew up in Michigan, was one of 5 finalists for the job.
Chris had contacted all the city council members last week to give them a heads up.
Mayor Cole says he wasn't surprised by the interview due to Kukulski's ties to Michigan and the challenges that come with a city administrator position.
This is a hard job, and every time his salary comes up, there's been debates about whether he should even get paid whatever increase is going to our other city employees. So that probably gets a little bit old.
Last year, salary discussions for Kukulski were postponed until this year, while the city waited for results from the water bill audit. Cole knows that if he gets the job in Michigan, salary for that position will be an important conversation. Currently, Kukulski makes about $218,000, which is $80,000 less than the city administrator in Bozeman.
It's very important that we be able to offer market compensation.
On top of that, Cole says it comes at a fluid time when many new faces could be in charge by the time a new city administrator steps into the role.
One question is, who should even make this decision? Should it be the old council, which will include people like me, who will not be around in the future, or should it only be the people who will need to work with the city administrator in the future?
All questions hindering on Kukulski getting the new job. Cole says if he doesn't, they'll welcome him back with open arms.
Anybody who works for the city know that they're not in prison. We want people who have other options, that are willing to explore those other options.
In Billings, Charlie Kleps, MTN News.
MTN News did reach out to Kukulski for comment in this story, but did not hear back. Billings City Airport is set to see record numbers of travelers this year, and that has leaders looking at future expansion. The airport is now in the midst of creating a 20-year master plan to accommodate the uptick in passengers. Those plans will most definitely include more parking, something the airport's director of aviation, Jeff Roach, calls a priority. He says the new proposal will also address infrastructure at the airport, such as airfield taxiways and runway systems, terminals, and commercial and private aircraft areas.
Gotten some feedback that the community would like us to look at parking infrastructure. We're going to continue to expand. We're going to continue to grow as an airport, both in passenger and air cargo service.
They held their first community meeting last night and plan to hold more in the coming months. We'll have more on how you can help as the airport looks for feedback on the master plan in our next half hour. It was a lucky break for a Billings veteran and his family. Their roof was falling apart and repairs seemed out of reach until one company showed up with an unexpected, life-changing surprise. Our Hannah Pettiferi has the story.
It was an afternoon full of surprise for Cheryl and Marty Ash.
Amazement. Just couldn't believe it.
They thought they won a free roof inspection.
Came to the door and thought we were in the running for a roof for a vet.
But they really won a free roof from Yellow Ball, a roofing and solar company.
You guys were selected, so you're getting a free roof.
Thank you very much.
The company ran a contest to give a free roof to a vet in need.
It was just like, we knew we were in the running, but we had no idea. So it was a total surprise, especially seeing all the people.
The nomination came at a lucky time. Cheryl and Marty have insurance, but it wasn't going to be enough.
We had just got it inspected, but found out that the insurance was going to be way out of pocket for us. I was at work and heard it on the radio and told Cheryl about it, and she put me in, and here we are, the winners.
Justice Graham, owner of Yellow Ball, knew he wanted to help the community.
We just felt that it's important to give back to the community, and what better way than to give back to a veteran?
And Justice knows just how much a roof can cost.
It's a significant cost for a family.
On average, a roof can cost between $15,000 to $18,000.
Getting this is going to alleviate a lot of stress from both of our lives.
Justice says they plan to get it done as soon as possible. And the shock still hitting the Ashes.
Everybody standing in the yard there, and all of them congratulating us and saying thank you for your service. So that means a lot, especially to a vet. I just want to thank Yellow Ball and everybody that came here and supported us, with a surprise.
In Billings, Hannah Pettiferry, MTN News.